Hello everybody, this is Ariane from La Fille de la Mer, handmade soaps in the Magdalen Islands, Quebec, Canada. Today I'm going to show you how I made these really cute cube embed melt and pour soap. This one is called Chamomile and Lavender. And if you really want to see how this was made, I wrote a blog post for Modern Soap Making last year and I will link it down there below. Just as a side note, last year I wrote 2 blog posts for the Modern Soap Making blog when Kendra was raising funds to create her essential oil calculator. That is an amazing tool for soap makers and cosmetic crafters around the world that we can use to safely blend essential oils. Now, not everybody knows how to blend those essential oils, and that is a free tool that is available to you. I will link it down there below. When I wrote the 2 blog posts, I decided to give my share back to Kendra because she's awesome, and so that she could work on her project. Make sure to check it out if you're a soap maker and you want to learn more about making soap with essential oils. Now, I will give you a quick overview of how this cute melt and pour soap is made. Let's get going. Now, I am using some really big stainless steel melt and pour soap molds, but you can make this technique in any size mold. You can downsize or upsize it. It's pretty easy. The first thing is I melted some melt and pour. These are my melting tanks. And this is my clear melt and pour. And right here I have the white melt and pour. And what I did is that yesterday I made some white melt and pour, and I'm going to show you in just a moment, but I made a white base and I already poured it into a mold so that I can make my cube embeds ahead of time. So embeds need to be prepared ahead of time. And here is the white goat's milk melt and pour soap base that I prepared yesterday. I will unmold it in just a moment. And there are other ingredients that are part of my recipes that are already blended in there. So there's beautiful Magdalen Islands sand that is very gently exfoliating. And there's also chamomile essential oil. Cut this in half because this is 24 inches and it's a bit long to work with. So I just mark the middle, take my big knife and cut this in half. Now I'm going to take one of these blocks and I'm just going to chunk it up in long square shaped sticks, if that makes any sense. So just cutting it down all the way. Okay. Now I'm going to cut the other way. Oops. There we go. Alright, I have my molds lined up and my embeds ready. Now I'm going to go work on my clear base and color and scent that and show you how this is done. Let's go to the counter. I really like using these stainless steel stock pots from IKEA because, oops, there's something clogging the drain. They're marked so I know exactly how much I'm pouring in, and it's easier than to weigh out. Oops. There we go. Come on. Sometimes a little piece of melt and pour gets stuck in there and I have to, oh, there we go. It just came out. Let's go put it on the scale and see. To color this soap, I am using 3 different colorants. I am using a purple mica from Nurture Soap Supplies and 2 lab colors that I've diluted already. So here we go. Oops. 2 grams of the purple mica. 1 is usually very pretty. Oh. And I'm using 1% in this formula, so hopefully I'll have enough in this jar. Ugh! I'm gonna have to run and go grab my jug. And voila! Yay! So what I do is, just like in my starfish soap video, I use the melt and pour as a glue to glue down the embeds, because for some reason the density of my goat's milk melt and pour base is different than the clear, and when I put white embeds into my clear soap, they always float to the top. Now if I want them to stay on the bottom, then I glue them down, and this fixes the problem. So I just dip the melt and pour sticks and stick them to the bottom. Usually I will leave one floating, and then I will glue 2 more up the sides. So these are glued to the bottom. Now for the sides it's a little bit trickier, so I just drizzle some melt and pour along the stick, and I just place it and I hold it down until the melt and pour sets, and then I no longer need to hold it. And then I repeat on the other side and try to make everything as even as possible. And oops, it wasn't set yet, see? I need to hold it some more. It's pretty hot here today and humid, so sometimes it takes a little longer and sometimes it's really quick. Alright, I'm going to flip the mold to this side, and I'm going to put the other embed on the other side so I don't need to hold it down. Now the bottom is firm enough and the other side as well, so same thing. Just put some melt and pour along the side and I stick it to the mold. And as I said before, this technique can be done with any size mold, any melt and pour base will work. You just need to know your working temperatures, and your suppliers should be able to give that to you. There, okay. My temperature is perfect, and I will now go ahead and take some rubbing alcohol and spritz every embed in there, and make sure that even the ones that are loose are nice and sprayed. Sometimes I pick them up just like this and I spray underneath. This will allow for the embeds and the clear base to stick together. I always pour down the middle so that the floating embeds don't move around, and by pouring down the middle they kind of get pushed to the outsides and they stay really nice and snug in their spot. Here we go. Oh yeah, very nice, eh? Okay. Oops, see? If I go down the side, the embeds start to move around. So I'm just going to keep pouring down the middle. Keep these in place. Pop the bubbles with the rubbing alcohol. To finish the soap, I'm going to use some white goat's milk SLS free melt and pour, and I'm going to use a technique that I call clouding the top of melt and pour. And white melt and pour floats, as I mentioned previously, and when I started making soap, immediately I noticed that the white would always float on top, and I took the habit of clouding my soaps just like that. I think it's really beautiful. It's really soothing to look at when you're actually making it, and yeah. Isn't that pretty? There we go. And it makes a really nice finish, adds a nice little touch to the soap. And when you make clear melt and pour, having some white chunks and white parts helps the clear melting pour to pop out, to like make these colors pop. And we will be back later to unmold and cut these. And just because everybody liked the video of cleaning the melting pour so much, here's the peel of this soap that we just made. Wow, see how nicely this all comes off in just one big piece of soap? Let's roll it up and put it in the bucket. Yay. Clean pot. And voila, here are the soaps that I made yesterday. They are ready to unmold, so I'm just gonna put these gloves on and I'm gonna proceed. With this particular soap, it's pretty easy to spot the middle because this is where the two embeds meet. But I'm still going to measure and mark the 12-inch spot where I need to cut. There we go. 2 and 3. And I'm going to take out my big knife. And again, this is a Victorinox Swiss cheese knife that I bought in a store in Montreal a long time ago. So I don't even remember where I got it, but I'm pretty sure Victorinox is a very well-known brand. You can probably get them online somewhere. And there are other types of similar knives. So putting the knife on the mark and just pushing down and cutting this into smaller soap loaves because it will be easier to bring them to the shop this way. There we go. Okay. And now all that needs to be done is to wrap these up so that the plastic film protects the melting pour soap from attracting too much moisture that is pretty much everywhere around in the air in the Magdalen Islands. I will then be delivering the bricks of melting pour soaps to my shop, and then they will be cut into 1-inch slices. And that's it. That's how we make our lavender and chamomile cube embed soaps. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and you can go watch all of our other melt and pour videos, as I have a playlist for that, as well as other playlists for other types of soaps and cosmetics. Thank you for being there. I will be delivering these to the shop. They will be available online and in store right away because we always have this one in stock. And thanks for watching. I hope you'll be back soon. See you later.